Tofu is a gentle food with quiet strength, a creamy, versatile staple that carries centuries of tradition and nourishment, now embraced more than ever for its exceptional benefits to bone health and joint function. For anyone focused on preserving mobility, reducing the risk of osteoporosis, and maintaining a strong skeletal foundation into the later decades of life, tofu offers a deeply supportive, plant-based solution that fits beautifully into both simple and sophisticated meals. At the center of tofu's bone protective power is its high calcium content. Made from soybeans and often coagulated with calcium salts, tofu provides a rich, absorbable form of this essential mineral, especially when labeled as calcium-set or firm. Calcium is the cornerstone of healthy bones. It gives them strength, density, and resilience against fractures. As we age, the body's ability to retain calcium diminishes and bone loss accelerates, particularly in postmenopausal women and older men. Including tofu in your diet on a regular basis can gently offset that loss, providing the mineral fuel your bones need to stay strong and structured. What makes tofu even more remarkable is that it does all of this without the saturated fat or cholesterol found in many animal-based calcium sources. For those who are lactose intolerant, reducing dairy, or choosing a more plant-centered way of eating, tofu becomes an elegant, clean alternative. Its gentle flavor and soft, neutral texture allow it to blend effortlessly into both savory and sweet dishes, soaking up the flavors it's paired with while quietly nourishing your body from the inside out. Tofu also contains magnesium and phosphorus, minerals that play vital roles in bone metabolism. Magnesium helps regulate calcium transport and supports the enzymes needed for building new bone tissue. Phosphorus forms part of the bone matrix itself, giving bones structure and rigidity. Together with calcium, they create a triad of bone-loving nutrients that makes tofu much more than a protein. It becomes a deeply integrative food for skeletal support. And speaking of protein, tofu is a fantastic source of complete plant protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids. This matters because muscle strength is closely tied to joint stability and bone health. As we age, muscle mass naturally declines, putting more strain on bones and increasing the risk of falls or joint injuries. By supplying high-quality protein in an easily digestible form, tofu supports lean muscle maintenance and, by extension, joint protection and better balance. Strong muscles means stable joints and fewer missteps, giving you greater confidence and freedom of movement. Another unique advantage of tofu lies in its natural isoflavones, plant compounds found in soy that have mild estrogen-like effects. These isoflavones, such as genistein and daidzein, have been shown to help slow bone loss, especially in women going through menopause, when the natural drop in estrogen leads to a sharp decline in bone density. Regular intake of soy-based foods like tofu may help counteract this effect, providing a gentle, plant-based hormone support that doesn't involve medications or supplements. The emotional experience of eating tofu can also be quite satisfying. Its silky, comforting quality adds softness and warmth to meals. A bowl of tofu stir-fried with vegetables and ginger, a hot cup of miso soup with cubes of tofu, or a tofu scramble with turmeric and greens can feel grounding and deeply nurturing. It's a food that brings you back to center, calm, balanced, sustained. Tofu's versatility also makes it easy to enjoy regularly without monotony. You can marinate it, grill it, bake it, blend it into sauces, or crumble it into salads. It pairs well with bold flavors like soy sauce, garlic, chili, sesame, or citrus. And for those with a sweet tooth, silken tofu can even be used in desserts like smoothies, puddings, or dairy-free cheesecakes, turning bone strengthening into something indulgent and enjoyable. For best results, look for tofu brands that are calcium-set. Check the label for calcium sulfate. Aim to include tofu in your meals 2 to 4 times per week as part of a varied diet that includes other calcium-rich foods like leafy greens, broccoli, sardines, and fortified plant milks. Tofu works beautifully in both warm and cold dishes, offering the flexibility to adapt it to your cravings, routines, and seasons. Tofu isn't flashy, but it is consistent, supportive, and profoundly health-giving. It helps you quietly build strength from the inside, bone by bone, step by step, giving you the tools to move through the world with steadiness and comfort. It's an everyday food with extraordinary potential, and it asks for very little in return. just your willingness to welcome it into your kitchen and your life. Let tofu be part of your foundation, not just a source of nutrients, but a small act of daily care for your future self. A reminder that what you choose to eat, even in the smallest meal, can shape your resilience, your freedom of movement, and your sense of well-being for years to come.